few moments is going to be about 8 to 10 feet wingtip to wingtip. And they're going to get inches away from your face, or roughly as close as the person sitting next to you. So these are very large animals. They're going to be swimming very, very, very close to us. They're kind of like wild teenagers. They kind of come and go as they please. They might bump into you. That is okay. But please, 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 guys, do not reach out and actually touch the manta rays for any reason, okay? We got Abby and Emma are going to be in the water. If we see you reaching out and touch the manta rays, we're going to ask you to come back, and your night will be over. All right, you guys? The reason is the manta rays have a protective mucus layer on them that keeps them protected from parasites, illnesses, and who knows, they're not used to being touched by human teeth. All right, you guys? We don't want to actively reach out and touch these guys, but like I said, they are going to get very close to you, so they might accidentally run into you, make contact with you. So I mentioned the size of these guys. These are coastal manta rays, get about 15 feet from wingtip to wingtip. We're in at around 1,500 pounds. There's also the oceanic ones, or the manta rays that live way, way, way offshore, the pelagic zone. Pelagic's a fancy word for way offshore, deep water. Those guys can get well over 20 feet. Those cousins of these guys. The Mobuli biostris. These are the Afredi species that live along the coast. These manta rays are born here. They don't migrate. They don't travel to any of the Hawaiian Islands. They will go up and down from each manta site, so they will make their way 10, 20 miles down the coast. They're not going to go too far on this side of Hawaii Island. And there is a database that actually keeps track of all this stuff. It's Manta Pacific Research Foundation. They put this awesome book together. And they actually name the manta rays that are down there. So on the bottom side, that is the ventral side, there's going to be a spotted freckle pattern. That spotted freckle pattern is unique to each manta ray, kind of like our fingerprints are unique to us. If you happen to get a picture of the ventral side of a manta ray and upload it to mantapacificresearch.org, it'll actually pull up all the information that they have on that manta ray. They do have names. I happen to pull up Big Bertha. She is the largest manta ray that we have. I saw her last week. She is 15 feet from wingtip to wingtip. So on that high end, she's flying in like a 747. Real treat to see. Like I said, they're all named, I believe, any Star Wars fans out there? Yeah, 100%. Star Wars is awesome. I think Darth Radar's taken, sorry. I believe there's a Mandalorian swimming around out there. Any Jin fans, there's Tika Ray's out there. Ray Charles. A lot of the good ones are already taken. Amanda's out there swimming around. So some of them I got quite creative. Some of them, like Amanda, more of a basic name. But they are all named out there, guys. So they keep track of this. You can pull it up, see how big they are last time it was sighted, and things like that. I'm going to put this on the back or on the galley. We do have soup and for you guys. It's a wild rice mushroom soup that we make in-house to help warm you up. I'll have it back there. You guys can thumb through it after we're done in the water. Another thing too, guys, manta rays are solitary creatures. Females are what's called ovoviviparous, which means that the females actually have an egg, but the egg is inside of their body, and the manta rays actually hatched live inside of the female. So the egg doesn't come out and then it is hatched. The manta ray actually comes out live and is 2 to 3 feet from wingtip to wingtip. So already quite large for an infant. Here's the interesting part. There's actually no parenting. That pup is on its own, and there's one female will give birth to one pup. They don't have any siblings, brothers or sisters like that, so they're very solitary creatures. If you're ever out diving, snorkeling, things like that during the day, and you see a manta ray, you're going to see one, almost every single time. We tend to see several when we do this because there's so much light in the water attracting all of this plankton that is bringing all of these manta rays in. So that's what makes it so special. They also have what's called a cephalic fin. So right around its mouth, you kind of have those curves right there. So they actually use those cephalic fins as like a large funnel. And they're doing somersaults and barrel rolls and things like that to help maximize the amount of plankton that they can get into their mouth at one time. We tend to see mostly females out here. We're not really sure why. We just think females tend to be smarter and they just know where the easy food is, so they kind of swoop in. But that's our best guess. We're not really sure why. The females, where the tail meets the base of the manta ray, you're going to see two fins kind of similar to that. And our swimmers out there can kind of show you and can identify the gender. The females are going to have an extra part in between those two rectangles, and those are called clasps. All right, you guys. Last and certainly not least, how many people are going to be filming this today? Yeah, absolutely. I would 100% be filming it as well. If you have a GoPro and it's on one of those telescopes, please put that on a short setting. We're going to be laying in the water. You can kind of see people to the side. We're going to be doing the same thing. Right underneath the lights, we're going to call that the swim column, and that's where the manta rays are going to be swimming, getting very close to the lights, very close to the plankton, very close to you. So we want to keep that swim column free of any obstructions that could kind of scare them away. Also, if you have the cell phone in the plastic case and you wear it around a lanyard style, totally okay. I would recommend taking the flash off of your phone. There's plenty of lights in the water. The pictures and the videos are going to look really awesome. The flash kind of spoils it. It also seems to spook the manta rays a little bit. So we ask you to take the flash off. You're not going to benefit from it anyways. And also, if you're not using it, instead of having it dangle, if you can kind of tuck it into your wetsuit, that kind of keeps it out of the way of that swim. If you guys want to come back to the boat for any reason, that's totally okay. You don't need a hall pass, you don't need anybody's permission. If you do need help though, hey, I would like some help getting back to the boat, absolutely, we're going to help you get back to the boat safely. Like I said, we got some soup, we got some hot chocolate for you guys, hope warm you guys up, okay? I know I talked a lot, I know you really want to get in the water and see the manta rays, but we just want to kind of touch base. Thank you guys for coming out, really appreciate it. I promise we're not going to hold you too much longer, we'll get you guys in the pool. I do got to bring Captain Chris out here, a little bit of in-water safety, and we'll get you guys in the water, okay? Mahalo, and thank you very much. All right, you guys.